I am not religious at all. I am agnostic. I was in the Marine Corps for 4 years. I am very, very pro-gun. I believe it's my equalizer. I will never be as strong as a stronger male, but I definitely have my right to my Second Amendment and will use it if need be.
My name is Navneet. You can also call me Navi, like from Legend of Zelda. When it comes to my political views, I describe myself as fiscally conservative, but socially I follow more of a paleo-libertarian, school of thought. So I would describe myself as a very constitutionalist. I very much so support the First Amendment, the Second.
Oh God, he's just a fucking nerd, dude. That's what it is. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. The most Redditor ass motherfucker in here. I'm sorry. I respect just fucking straight this is what I grew up in. This is what I know type motherfuckers than this guy. Okay, you sought it out. Okay, you fucking sought it out, and you still ended up on the same spectrum as the dumb fucking racist guy that grew up in a bumfuck part of town, who is a product of his own fucking material conditions and his upbringing. You know what I mean? I respect that guy more because that guy didn't seek this out. He just kind of accidentally happened into his point of view. You, on the other hand, were I'm going to be such a nerd to try to fucking, ad hoc rationalize my worldview by reading the political compass memes on the Reddit.
Amendment, but I'd be considered more left-leaning on some other topics, such as I'm an environmentalist. I very much so support the LGBT community because a lot of my friends are part of it. I'm part of it. To be more specific, I'm bisexual. Yeah, and that's also, by the way, the first time I'm saying that publicly.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Yeah.
My name is Kelly. I am
nerd
from New York, living in Washington, D.C. I am religious. I'm Jewish. I don't support the LGBT community at all. I'm not anti-gay or anything, but I do support traditional values in the home. However, I don't 100%.
Same. Same. I don't. I'm a foe. I'm a foe to the LGBT community. Of course, you call the Indian dude a nerd. Oh God, I feel you know what the worst aspect of these sorts of Keemstar ass fucking takes is? Whenever Keemstar or any fucking idiot on the internet does a video, we have some of the worst, most annoying little shitbags in the fucking chat for a week. Who are literally meh, I got you. I caught you being racist. You're doing stereotypical racism. I got you. It's dude, shut up. No, he's just fucking talked about how he's a paleo-libertarian. Okay, shut the fuck up. We don't even know where he's from.
Believe that my religious values have anything to do with my conservative values. I try to keep religion out of the way because I know that there are conservatives who are not religious.
I'm Maui. I'm originally from Colorado. I'm kind of in a weird spot where I grew up religious and I grew up very liberal. I've been back in.
Okay, straight up, there's not even a single one of these motherfuckers that's a actual you got the Russell Brand type fucking conservative, okay, who's oh man, I did too many fucking mushrooms and now my wiring is permanently broken. You have not gonna say anything here. Okay, we're just gonna move on. You have the political compass meme nerd who's I actually want to find a different way to say that I'm actually a neoclassical economics guy. Okay, you got classic fucking military vet lady who's more butch, and is I love guns. This is I'm a basic white girl who adopted reactionary politics as a way to substitute for my lack of personality, and then you have the real conservative. Okay, I feel like this homie is probably the most conservative. I'm not saying that because he's a white man, okay, but kind of could be the reason. But he seems a little bit more conservative than the rest. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. Oh no, she's the most conservative. Sorry, and then he is.
As far as immigration, because I'm half Mexican. It's strange because coming from a traditional Mexican family, they hold a lot of conservative values, but they very much label themselves as liberal.
A lot of Black people that I know and grew up with have conservative values, but if you ask them who you're going to vote for, it's always going to be Democrat, no matter what. So I find that really interesting that you said that, because I have like a connection with that.
What do you think are like traditions?
Yo, by the way, as a community, let's not do the fucking Hassan, you're racist memes. Actually, I just realized, because people will just like straight up use that as a fucking serious outlet. And remember how we talked about like how people on the outside can't parse through whether someone is joking or not when you guys react or interact with me in a joking capacity on the internet. Let's not do that on Twitter and stuff, because like people won't, I think, be able to figure that out. So just remember that.
Traditions that conservatives hold.
Liking guns, I mean, he was painting with a broad brush. It's common sense things. I think support Constitution. Like, I agree with all the amendments.
Just the general idea that like you should be able to pick yourself up by the bootstraps, and if you put in the hard work, you can get to where you want to be. The beauty of this country, no matter who you are, obviously some people have certain factors that will like, you know, make it easier or like harder for them. But I feel like in this country, with the amount of opportunity that we have, you can be anyone and get to where you want to be.
This is an interesting question. Like, I don't think being conservative has anything to do with your political affiliation. I think those things are separate, and I think a lot of people confuse the two. We just talked about how the black community.
Wait, what the fuck does she mean? Like, but like the ideology, your worldview, like that's your political affiliation. What the fuck? I'm confused by that. Okay.
Community, the Indian community, the Mexican community, they're all, a lot of them are conservatives, but they're left-leaning.
I really do believe.
No, they're not left-leaning. They vote Democrat. God, American politics is so fucking brain broken. Once again, not responding to her individually, okay? Before anybody fucking makes like another YouTube video or some shit about this. But the concept in America is so binary because of fucking Democrat and Republican, right? So everyone's either a liberal and you're more liberal, or you're a conservative and you're more conservative. And that fucking breaks people's brains. And then that's the reason why they turn around and say, well, conservatism has nothing to do with your politics, because like a lot of the Indian community is conservative but left-leaning. It's like, no, I think you mean like they vote Democrat. They're conservative and they vote Democrat. Well, there's a reason for that. And that's precisely, the reason is that the Democratic Party is center right for the most part. That's why.
Like, I don't care what you do in your life. You're a grown adult. You have no effect on me. I'm not religious. Like, don't force your religion down my throat. Don't force your opinions down my throat. We can have a discussion. I'm very open to having dialogues with anyone. I love to have conversation. Like, something that's going on right now is like the whole trans women in biological women's sports. I honestly think it's a case-by-case basis.
Why do you think that it should be a case-by-case basis? Because I don't think that they should be allowed in women's sports at all.
I agree with you on that. It should be not case per case. It just shouldn't be allowed, because I mean, we've seen it. I don't know statistics offhand, but people just dominate that are biologically men.
I feel like dealing with like absolutes in a general sense, like in the political discourse, can be a very dangerous thing, because as he mentioned, there are outliers and we always have to, you know, factor those in. So I'm not sure I agree with that, but yeah, I can see where you're coming from.
I think my difference is I don't think that trans women are biological women. I'm not gonna be a dick. If you want me to refer to you as she, her, I'll do that. I'll call you by your name. I'm gonna give you that respect as a human being.
It's okay to be different.
Yeah.
I don't understand what you guys mean by outliers, because they're all men. So what do you mean?
Boom! Okay, she's the most, she and the white dude are the most conservative. White lady is the second most conservative. Then you have Maui, and then you have Navi. That's my fucking list. Also, that's the correct list, no matter what happens, okay? I'm sure that they will, like, the classification is going to be, like, fucking wrong in the situation, but that's my take.
I see this as absolute. Trans women are not women, they're men.
I mean, I would never like call it ignorance or something. It's just everyone has their own views. I can completely understand that.
Should we vote?
Bro, conservatives love fucking being in an environment where they're just like, yo, I'm gonna pop the fuck off with this one. Haha, trans women are men. Boom, roasted. Like, sick. You really did it. You fucking killed it. Thank you.
Like, democratically?
I mean, I'm gonna say you're probably a 5. Just
For me?
not a bad thing, but yeah, and it's not a bad thing. Yeah.
1 is the most, 5 is the least.
I'd put you over
I
there.
put you there.
Yeah.
Me
I would
over
put
here?
you too. Yeah.
I was thinking you number 3 and you number 2. I felt like
Is it because of the religion?
Yes.
I think there are like two schools of thought we can go with here. We can either go with like traditional conservative values, which one of us like upholds it most, which I feel like you would still be the most, like when it comes to like the traditional values you've described, or we can go by like policy-wise, whether each one of us falls in line, and I like maybe don't support every single policy of like the Republican Party or just general conservative.
Bro, this dude can't help himself. He's the biggest lib. Holy shit. Oh my lord, dude. I mean, he is just the Democratic Party manifested into he is the best. He is God's most loyal Democrat, okay?
Position, so we could go in either direction.
I was like, I think you'd be over here. Just because like when I think of like, and I don't mean like a typical conservative, but when I think of a conservative, I think upholds like religion, traditional values.
I can go 3.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Okay. We're all pro-gun, right? And pro-free
Yeah,
speech
of
and everything?
course.
Okay, so we're on the same page as it comes to that. Then we can just go into other, like, I guess, policies.
Well, how do you feel on like an abortion topic?
Well, abortion, I feel like dangerous abortion.
Dude, why do you want me to stop to watch this fucking turf? Like, we already watched it earlier, but like, why? Why do chatters always do this? You derail the stream so aggressively, dude. No, let's
Gonna
finish this
happen
fucking
if
video.
it's got rid of, and there are, I mean, I don't want to go into a small percentage, which it is, but there are late term ones where the mom will die. And then there's also ones where if you make abortion legal, like coat hangers are a thing. It's sad, but it's true.
So what if we don't count like the extreme cases? Would you say
I
mostly
think keep
allowed?
life, yeah, unless it's gonna harm a life, like the mom or the baby. If it's gonna come out and you can predict it's gonna be fine, then
Guy's
you
a
should
pussy.
keep children alive. Yes.
I guess for me, like I said, I've gone back and forth, and I don't want to be for it, but currently I am for abortion. I don't think anyone wants to be for it, so it's not something that is an easy thing to want to do.
I believe birth control should be free. I 100% support free birth control. I think that it would dramatically decrease abortions, but I am very much, we need to fix the afterwards as well. So the adoption age.
Bro, having this like one binary understanding, or that thinking like American politics is on like one fucking one line, and trying to fit American politics into one line is such a funny fucking concept, because like it's just impossible. Conservatives are like they and everyone in America, as a matter of fact, not just conservatives, like they hold on to the most eclectic, inherently contradictory ideas that you could ever fucking find. It's like a mixed bag of like some of the most weird shit where you're like, what? I don't understand. How are you? What?
Agency. I think we need to fix that, and I think we need to advocate more